Hey there, guys. Just here for our weekly read aloud for the reading assignment. So let's get right into it. Follow along with me, if you would. Start with building the energy pyramid. Did you know that right now you are sitting on top of a pyramid? Being at the top of the pyramid is where you want to be. Not only do you get the best view, but the rest of the pyramid has to do all the work to hold you up. Oh, did I tell you that this pyramid is made of all living things in the world? Every plant and animal? No, this is not a circus act. Let me explain. Now, if you are all the way at the top, what's at the bottom of this pyramid? In order for it to stand, it has to have a strong base. So at the very bottom, we have the living things that can hold themselves up on their own with nothing beneath them. These are the plants that are able to make their own food from sun, carbon dioxide in the air, and water. They do not need much help from other living organisms. Energy can be passed up to the rest of the pyramid from plants. We've learned that producers are any living things that are able to make their own food. Most of them use the sun's light to make their food. They use most of the food they make to grow and stay alive. Then they store the rest in their bodies. Have you ever pulled up a carrot from the ground? The orange part is the plant's stored energy. It's a great way to grow and keep some energy for later. That is, of course, until a hungry rabbit hops along. Plants on land and in the water are among the few living things that can make their own energy. So they make a great base for the pyramid. The layer above is made of primary consumers, which eat plants for food. Insects cannot make their own energy, so they must eat plants. Above them, we can put secondary consumers like frogs and spiders and other animals who eat insects, as well as bigger consumers like foxes and snakes. It may seem like a lot of animals hunting, killing, and eating each other, but this cycle makes it possible for the energy to be passed through the ecosystem and for life to be possible. Human bodies are complicated and need a lot of energy. We are the highest consumers, sharing the top spot with other top predators like bears, wolves, and big cats. The energy pyramid shows how energy starts with plants and is passed along other living things as they eat each other. Each level is a new group of animals, and together they make up the food chain. And lucky you, you get to sit at top. You may notice that each layer gets smaller than the one below it. Why is that? In Egypt, they built pyramids that way because the wide bottom can help hold up something smaller and less heavy than itself. The largest number of stones make up the bottom, then there's less and less as each level as you move up the pyramid. As we move up the ecosystem pyramid, as we move up the energy pyramid in an ecosystem, we also have fewer and fewer organisms on each level moving up the pyramid. This is because as we move up the pyramid, there is less and less energy available for organisms at the top compared to how much energy there is at the bottom. So let's talk about losing energy in the pyramid. Every time an organism eats food to get energy, eats an organism from the bottom level below it in the pyramid, a lot of energy is actually lost in the process that food is being broken down in the body. When organisms digest and break down food in their bodies to get energy out of it and use this energy to power cells inside their bodies, this is called metabolism. Most of the energy stored in an organism's food is used up by the organism's body during metabolism and then released through the body as heat. Once most of the energy is lost to the body as heat, it leaves very little energy behind that can actually be stored in the organism's body for later. Take a close look at the pyramid here. Notice when producers like the grass at the bottom level of the pyramid are eaten by a consumer, like the one of the rabbits in the second level of the pyramid, only 10% of all energy stored in the grass will actually make it to the saved rabbit's body. This is called the 10% rule. When energy is transferred from one level of the energy pyramid to the next, only 10% of the energy will actually be passed on. The other 90% will be lost to the bodies as heat. It's a huge amount of energy lost. Have you ever wondered where all your natural body heat comes from? Because just like a computer or car engine heats up and to do a lot of work, so does your body. Body heat is energy escaping your body as a result of your body metabolizing. As you move higher up in the energy pyramid, less energy is available for animals higher up. This is because so much energy